Good evening, everybody. This is a quick tutorial on installing the incredible PBX system on DigitalOcean. And what Incredible PBX is, it's PBX in a flash with a lot of add-ons and some security features. And PBX in a flash, as you know, is free PBX GUI with some twist on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to install one in DigitalOcean, and if you're on the Incredible PBX website or Nerd Videos, they give pretty good tutorials on how to get this PBX installed. But what we're going to do over the next couple of videos is we're going to get some basic things going and show people how to make these systems work live. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to install one on DigitalOcean. It makes it easy for someone to build a system and not deal with a lot of NAT rules and a lot of the funny stuff that happens when you're using these systems behind in your home-based network. So we're going to get started, and I'm going to try to keep this as brief as possible. And if there's some things I miss, I'll add them in some notes or in some other videos. So there's going to be a link in the video notes in the comments below that you can click on, and you can get some DigitalOcean credits. And you can get rocking and rolling right away. So what I want to do is I want to get to DigitalOcean's website, and I'll have a link for that as well. We're going to log in. And what we're going to do is we're going to create us a new droplet. And these are some other projects I'm working on, some demo systems, some free switch things. And I'm going to create this droplet. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose CentOS. I am going to choose version 6. And I am going to choose the $5 droplet data center region. Choose the one that's closest to you. I'm going to choose New York 3 because that's where it defaults to. I'm not going to choose any SSH keys or any private networking options. I am down here. I'm going to change the name to Ipbx13, and I only need one droplet. So we can hit create. And it's going to be building that, and while that's building, you should get an email from DigitalOcean that has the username and password. And what we're going to do is we're going to change that password to what we're going to use. And that's a very simple process. Won't take long at all. The longest part of this is sometimes waiting for DigitalOcean to spin up your instance. They're usually very quick about it, so you should be up and running in no time. And now it's finished, and I am just actually waiting on the email to pop up with my username and password. So that I should have that any second. All right, I just got that in. So what I want to do is I want to get that IP address, and I want to get started. So that is something else that I was working on. Let's get a new terminal window up. And I want to SSH to root at this IP address. And I want to pop in that password. And it's going to ask me to change it. So the first thing I have to do is put that same password in again, and now I can enter my new password. All right, bam, we're in there and we're ready to go. So in the links below, I'll have a link to the Incredible Nerd Videos website, which gives an article on installing this, and I will have the installer in the notes. But like I say, it's super easy to do. The hardest part is going to be getting the system to work. And now there's some tools that we have to install, or some software to make this work good. And I'm going to make those mistakes as we're doing the install so you can see. So the first thing I want to do is I want to change it to the root directory, even though I'm already there, but let's just follow it in case you're not. And the next thing I want to do is I want to download the tar file with it. And look, what do we have right there? We see that wget, that command is not found. So that's something that we need to install. So since we're using CentOS, we're going to use the yum package manager. If you're using Ubuntu, you would use apt-get or whatever one on your preferred distro. So what I'm going to do is type in yum install wget, and hit yes, and bam, that's done. So I'm going to try that again, and it installed just fine. I'm gonna hit ls, and I see it's there. The next thing I want to do is, that's a tar file, we want to get that unzipped. All right, and now since we're on DigitalOcean, we have to create the swap file, and once again, they've done a good job of providing all of that. So in the instructions, you just have to uncomment that. All right, that's done. And the next part is we're going to install Incredible PBX. And that went by so fast, but what that was is just a period, a forward slash, and then Incredible PBX with the asterisk star at the end. We get this up right here, and we're going to hit enter to begin to install. Now this takes anywhere from 25 to 30 minutes, so we're going to pause the video and we're going to come back when this is complete. Alright, now that we've finished installing, we'll be left with this part right here. And one thing about the Incredible PBX model is that it installs it configures IP tables for you to lock everything down to private IP addresses, your public IP address in this case, which would be this right here, and it's only accessible from a PC that you install the software from, which is going to be your home connection, and it has port knockers and some other tools. So what we want to do right now is we want to take this and we want to copy this to a notepad. And now one of the things that we want to do is just read the instructions, and we need to run these few things right here. So we're going to hit enter key to reboot, and then we're going to run those commands. So going down for reboot right now. And while that's rebooting, CentOS is pretty fast, so we only need a few seconds, and we can hit enter and try to get in. Not ready yet. Not ready yet. Alright, oh, connection refused. Alright, we should be ready soon. Alright, there we go. Alright, we'll hit enter for security updates that you can pay for if you would like, or you can just hit Control C to abort. And we can just hit enter, and we'll get our private IPs, and we'll see what's working right here. And we see some of the applications are down, but nothing that we're going to concern us right now. So first thing we want to do is we want to set the admin password. So we run those commands. So let's run the first command and change the admin password. Let's type it in, and our admin password is going to just be Terrence123, and enter. Our next thing, we're going to set up our time zone. And we're in Americas. We're going to hit 49 for the United States, Eastern time, and it's 21:37, 9:37. That is correct. All right. So now what we want to do is actually copy this IP address. We want to go into our browser, put that there. Let's see if everything works. And what we can see right here is that we're able to get in, and this is the Kennesaw. Oh man, I'm not having my day right now. I don't even want to get the name out right, but this is the first GUI that we pop up, and we see down here it has users. What we want to do is click the button to bring up the admin tab, and we can log into a few of the tools right here. And what we want to do is log into Incredible PBX admin. And we see that the GUI comes up, and what we want to do is double click to log in. So admin Terrence123. Let us into Incredible PBX. We'll save that password, and we'll look and see what's going on. Looks like things are here. Signature check-in is available. And what we want to do is we want to go to our SIP settings, and we want to hit this detect external IP button. And we see our networks are configured for SIP, and we want to hit submit. We want to hit apply config. The next thing I want to do is want to just get some test extensions created. And we can do PJ-SIP or Chan-SIP. And I recommend doing the PJ-SIP, that's the new driver. Let's get an extension. I'm just going to call this extension 1001. Display name, Tan's Battle Hunt. And nothing really important is needed right now. And we just need to set up a password. We'll keep that one. That looks good, that looks good, that looks good. Hit submit. Apply config. Copy. Grab this. I'll configure us an X-Lite phone. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring our X-Lite box over. Let me see if this will actually, let's bring this over here. We're going to double click this account. And we're going to just type it in 1001. IP address will be 104.131.72.6. Password, we're just going to use that password we copy from inside there. Go, let's see if we connect. So we'll enable it. And green, we're good to go. And let's bring up the GUI and let's, for our next device, just to test this out, just make sure that it connects. So our first device connected. Now our second device, we're going to create that one right now. And it's going to be pretty much the same thing. Extensions. We're going to add another device, PJ-SIP. Extension is 1002. And this is Swiper. And we have the password right here. Hit submit. Apply config. And I'm going to configure my Swiper phone right here. I know you guys can't see it, but what I am going to do is we're going to have the asterisk CLI up. And how you get into the CLI is you just type in asterisk -BV for verbose, and we should see me connect on my phone. So I'm going to build this account as quickly as I can. So bear with me. Alright, I had just paused it while I was putting in the password and everything, so I'm just gonna hit save and let's see what happens. Let's see when I connect it. Yeah, hit save, and I'm having an error. So let's figure out what's going on. It can't register right now. And we're not. So let's see what's going on. I'll pause the video. Alright, Zoiper is actually having some problems on my phone, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use a PBA, a phone that I have near me right now. I have a Yealink T46, so let's just turn that on real quick and that'll work for us too. And I'll go over what these settings mean, but for the time being I just want to get these done. Actually our SIP port is 5060 in this case, and copy this right here, confirm it and bring up our command line, and we're reachable right now. So that was wanted us to actually see that, but nonetheless, you see that it's there. And now, naturally, what we're going to do is make a test call. So I'm going to make a test call from extension 1002 to 1001. And hopefully you can hear that in the background. And we're going to dial 1001. And we see the call coming in. And we can answer it. And try to keep the playback down. But anyway, in a nutshell, that's just pretty much setting up the PBX, and that gets the basic idea going. And some next videos, we're going to get outbound trunking working, inbound calling, and set up some of the fancier features that we have going on. And if we get a lot of interest, I plan on showing some of the full capabilities of the PBX. I specialize in making call centers, and I hope to show you some more of the skills that I have in that area. Thank you.